chat with our guests for hours, but sometimes we only have a short amount of time to spend with them during the show. So here's the bonus moment we didn't want you to miss.
When I was on Girls, Allison Williams and I had a sex scene together, and we were both like, I mean, it was the first time I had ever done a sex scene. I think it was maybe her first time too. And we were so self-conscious about like, well, everything, like our breath and our skin and like all of it. And there was a moment where she was like, I feel like we need like a lotion or like a something. So we were like lotioning each other up. I didn't really know her that well at the time. And we were like, well, we'll just
Well, and you
do
get this weird
and
false sense of comfort. You're just like,
yes,
here we are.
You forget to put on your robe in between. It takes a couple takes, and then you're like, well, I guess I'm just standing here naked.
And then there's always that moment where I felt like I got really into it, and like everybody fell away, and I was like, okay, this is working. We're transcending. And then you hear like, can you just move her hair? Can you move her hair? And you're like, nope, still at work. This is still awkward.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
Not a thing. I also on Girls with Corey Stoll, who's so brilliant, who played my boyfriend for a while. And I remember there was like, because we didn't really know each other that well, and we were filming these sex scenes, and I was laying on top of him, and we couldn't move. We weren't supposed to like, you know, they were still lighting. So I was just laying there, and I was on top of him naked, and he was naked, and then saying like, so what's your baby's name?
Yeah.
Like trying to make small talk. Where'd you go on your honeymoon? Like just trying to normalize it in any way possible. But
I think people see love scenes in movies and they think, oh, that must be like really sexy. And you're like, no, it is the most mechanical, odd, people are watching you. And the best part is I've also had that moment where like, I'm just trying to like feel myself and I look over and someone's just looking so bored and over it. And I'm like, oh no, this is so weird.
Well, the flip side of that, I guess, is that Tuck was on Black Monday, which I do for
Which you work
Showtime.
on as well.
Yeah, and so we went from playing boyfriends and boys in the band, and then he played my love interest on Black Monday, and we had to film sex scenes together, like, so then the whole time we were doing it, I was like, does the crew are they just looking at us and being like, oh, so that's what it looks like?
Right.
So that's what they do.
When you work 17, 18-hour days and you never see like the outside world, you end up in our office dating, AKA set man-stage romance. And I would like semi-judge it until I would be like, there's nowhere else I'm gonna meet somebody.
How do you meet people?
You know
what are we going on, Tinder?
And that was a little bit extra for you.